Welcome to my channel. Stop scrolling for a moment. Imagine being afraid to speak one simple English sentence. That was the life of 17-year-old Amir. He lived in a small town where dreams felt bigger than the streets. Amir had one dream. He wanted to speak English confidently. He wanted to share ideas with the world. He wanted to prove that a boy from a small place could learn something big. But every time he tried to speak English, people laughed. His classmates giggled. Some said, "Your English sounds funny." Those words hurt him deeply. One day, his teacher asked everyone to introduce themselves in English. Amir stood up. His heart beat fast. His hands trembled. Words stuck in his throat. He said only two words, "My name." Then he stopped. The whole class laughed loudly. Amir sat down quietly. That evening, he walked home slowly. His dream felt broken. At dinner, his mother noticed his silence. She asked what happened. Amir told her everything. His mother smiled gently. She said, "Every strong person begins with weak steps." Those words stayed in his mind. Later that night, Amir opened an old notebook. He wrote 3 simple English sentences. They were not perfect, they were not impressive, but they were a start. Outside the window, the town was quiet. Inside, Amir felt a small spark of hope. He did not know it yet, but this tiny moment would change his future. That night, he promised himself something important. He would practice every day, even if people laughed, even if progress felt slow, even if the road looked long. Because every big journey begins with one small step. Chapter 2. The next morning, Amir woke up earlier than usual. His promise from the night before still echoed in his mind. He opened his notebook again and read the 3 English sentences he had written. They looked simple, but to him, they felt powerful. Amir decided he would write 5 new sentences every day. At first, it was difficult. He searched for words. He checked meanings again and again. Sometimes the sentences were wrong. Sometimes they sounded strange. But Amir did not stop. After school, he walked to a small public library near the bus station. It was quiet and dusty. Most students never visited it. But Amir found something valuable there: old English learning books. One afternoon, he noticed an elderly man sitting at a wooden desk. The man watched Amir practice every day. Finally, the man smiled and said, "You come here often?" Amir nodded shyly. The man introduced himself. His name was Mr. Rahman. He was a retired English teacher. Mr. Rahman asked Amir to read a short paragraph aloud. Amir tried. His pronunciation was slow and imperfect. But Mr. Rahman did not laugh. Instead, he said something Amir would never forget. "Mistakes are proof that you are learning." From that day, Mr. Rahman became Amir's guide. Every afternoon, Amir read English stories aloud. Mr. Rahman corrected his pronunciation patiently. Some days Amir improved. Some days he struggled badly. Once he mispronounced the same word 10 times. He felt embarrassed. But Mr. Rahman simply smiled and said, "Try again." Weeks passed. Amir noticed small changes. Words came faster. Sentences felt easier. Even his confidence grew a little. The journey was still long. But for the first time, Amir believed something important. Maybe he really could learn English. Chapter 3. Months passed, and Amir's routine became stronger. Every day, he studied English in the library after school. Mr. Rahman continued guiding him patiently. Amir practiced reading, writing, and speaking. Sometimes he recorded his own voice on his phone. Then he listened carefully and tried to improve his pronunciation. Progress was slow, but it was real. However, life soon brought a difficult challenge. Amir's father lost his job at a local factory. Suddenly, money became a serious problem in the house. Bills piled up. Worry filled every room. Amir could see the stress on his parents' faces. One evening, his father sat quietly at the dinner table and said, things may be hard for a while. Amir felt a heavy weight in his chest. He wondered if chasing his English dream was selfish. Maybe he should stop studying and find work instead. That night, he went to the library with a tired heart. Mr. Rahman noticed his silence immediately. Amir explained the situation slowly. For a moment, the old teacher stayed quiet. Then he said something strong and clear. Hard times test your determination. Do not abandon your dream now. Mr. Rahman even helped Amir find a small weekend job at a nearby bookshop. Amir worked there every Saturday and Sunday. The job was simple. He arranged books and cleaned shelves. But something amazing happened. Many of the books were in English. During quiet hours, Amir read them. Sometimes customers asked questions in English. Amir tried to answer. His sentences were not perfect, but he tried bravely. Slowly, his confidence began to grow again. Life was still difficult, but Amir understood a powerful lesson. Dreams do not disappear during hard times, they become stronger. Chapter 4. The next year brought new opportunities and new fears. Amir was now 18. His English had improved, but he still felt nervous speaking in front of many people. One day, Mr. Rahman showed him a poster on the library wall. It announced a citywide English speech competition for students. Amir stared at the poster silently. The idea of speaking on a stage terrified him. His mind filled with memories of classmates laughing at him. Mr. Rahman noticed his hesitation and said calmly, "This is your next step." Amir immediately shook his head. "I cannot do that," he replied. "My English is still weak." Mr. Rahman smiled kindly. "Confidence grows only when you face fear." Those words stayed in Amir's mind for days. Finally, he decided to try. Preparing for the speech became a new challenge. Amir wrote many drafts. He practiced every evening in the library. Sometimes he stood in front of a mirror and spoke loudly. Other times he recorded his voice again and again. His sister helped by listening patiently at home. She clapped even when his sentences were awkward. Amir failed many times during practice. Sometimes he forgot whole lines. Sometimes his pronunciation became messy. But each mistake helped him learn something new. Mr. Rahman guided him carefully. He corrected grammar, suggested better words, and encouraged Amir when doubt appeared. Weeks passed quickly. Finally, the competition day arrived. Amir stood backstage with shaking hands. His heart beat like a drum. When his name was called, he walked onto the stage slowly. Bright lights shined on him. The audience looked huge. For one moment, he felt frozen. Then he remembered every practice session. He took a deep breath and he began to speak. Chapter 5. Amir's voice trembled during the first few sentences of his speech. The large hall felt overwhelming. Dozens of students sat in the audience. Judges watched carefully from the front row. Amir almost lost his courage, but then he remembered something Mr. Rahman always said. Focus on your message, not your fear. Amir looked at the audience again. This time, he imagined he was speaking to one friend, not hundreds of strangers. Slowly, his voice became steadier. He spoke about dreams, effort, and learning step by step. His English was not perfect, but it was honest. As he continued, something surprising happened. The audience listened quietly. No one laughed. Some people even nodded in agreement. That gave Amir new strength. He finished his speech with confidence and walked off the stage feeling proud. Later, the judges announced the winners. Amir did not win first place. He received third place. For a moment, he felt a small disappointment. But when he saw Mr. Rahman clapping proudly in the crowd, that feeling disappeared. Third place still meant something powerful. It meant progress. It meant courage. It meant he had stood on a stage and spoken English without running away. His family celebrated that evening with simple food and warm smiles. Amir's father said, I am proud of your hard work." Those words meant more than any trophy. The next day, Amir returned to the library again. The journey was not finished. In fact, it was just beginning. He wanted to improve even more. He wanted to help others who felt afraid like he once did. Step by step, Amir continued moving forward with hope. Chapter 6. Years later, Amir looked back at the shy 17-year-old boy he once was. Life had changed in many ways. His English had grown strong through daily practice and patience. More importantly, his confidence had grown too. Amir eventually started sharing English learning stories online. At first, only a few people watched his videos, but those viewers felt inspired by his honest journey. They saw someone who had struggled just like them. Amir always remembered the support he received from his family and from Mr. Rahman. Their belief had helped him continue when things felt impossible. One day, Amir returned to the same small library where everything had started. The shelves were still old. The wooden desks were still quiet. Mr. Rahman sat in his usual chair, reading a book. Amir thanked him again for his guidance. The old teacher smiled and said something simple but powerful. "You did the real work yourself." Amir realized that success never comes from talent alone. It grows from discipline, practice, and the courage to keep trying after failure. That lesson became the heart of every story he shared. And now this message is for you. Maybe you feel shy about your English. Maybe people laugh at your mistakes. Maybe progress feels slow. But remember Amir's journey. Every expert was once a beginner. Every confident speaker once struggled with simple sentences. So start today. Practice every day. Speak even if your voice shakes. Learn even if you make mistakes. Believe in your progress. If you keep moving one step at a time, your future will change. Work hard. Believe in yourself and never give up.